Hi you guys, it's Kayla and I am officially back in California. I've been kind of all over the place for the last month and I just moved into my new house, which I will be living in for the next 5 months, and I'm really excited because after that means I'm officially done with college. Woohoo! As some of you guys may know if you follow me on Instagram, which is @KaylasJoy, I was in Seattle for the past week and a half, and while I was there, I was on Mercer Island for a little bit, and they have a thrift store there. And I didn't know this, but I guess Mercer Island is kind of more of like a high-end living place, and so I end up rolling up to this thrift store, and it's hilarious because I actually, well, it's not hilarious, but I thought it was kind of funny. I roll up and I arrive at 9 o'clock because that's when it opens, and I guess it actually opens at 10 for the public, but 9 to 10 is like their drop-off time. And so I was like sitting there looking at like the outside racks when someone's like, hey, we're not open. And so I had to like sit there with my coffee, like pretty much waiting for this thrift store to open up. And I'm like, some people wait for a video game to be released, and I'm sitting outside of a thrift store waiting for the store to open, like pushing on the doors. So anyway, while I'm sitting there, there's like the nicest cars I've ever seen in my entire life rolling up to donate things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I just found a haven. And so finally when it opens up, I open the doors, my arms become racks of clothes pretty much because there was so much gold. Anyway, I go in the dressing room, I try a bunch of it on, and I kind of have this method in thrift stores where I try something on, I haven't looked at the price tag, and I give it its worth in my head of like a thrift store price. So I'll put something on and I'll be like, okay, if this is under $6, then I will get it. And if it's not, then I know that it's not worth it to me. And so I kind of do that depending on the item. So if it's a dress, my price is probably a little bit higher. If it's a really nice shirt, I give it a little bit more room. If it's a jacket, etc. So I found some amazing pieces and items, and I wanted to show them to you guys because I am so excited about them. So I have a couple sports bras, a couple jackets, things like that, and I want to give you guys a peek. My total bill was $67, which sounds a little bit steep, but when you see these items, you guys, literally one of the items in like the normal store would be $67. So I felt like I was like, oh, I can't even talk about it. Anyway, another side note before I show you guys these items, whenever I go to a thrift store and I find a really awesome piece, or I find something from Lululemon or from a brand that I'm super fond of, I kind of feel like it's like a tiny blessing from God. And I know that might sound super strange to some of you, but there's like these little things that happen in my life that like I specifically feel like it's a little blessing like given to me. And so this morning, or that morning, when I found all these items, I like specifically felt like God was like coming over to my house and like giving me a huge hug and just being like, hey, P.S. Kayla, I love you. And I know that sounds so strange, but I don't know if any of you guys have something like that in your life that when it happens you can like specifically feel God's presence, but that's kind of how it is for me. So without further ado, here are the items. Do you see it? And last but not least, some fun, like, happy-go-lucky products that I found in the home decor. There were these two little wall hangers, and they hang on your wall, like so. And just like a backstory, these really made me think of my time in Spain. I lived in Spain for a month on a mission trip, and there were these type of tiles all throughout Spain, and I would take photos of them while I was there. And so I unfortunately didn't really get to buy a souvenir while I was there to kind of like let me remember it, and it was one of my biggest regrets that I didn't do while I was there. And so these reminded me exactly of those tiles that I found in Spain, and so I bought these two, and I will be hanging them somewhere in my new room, which I am very excited about. And the last little fun product is this cute little tea kettle, and what you do is you actually open it, and you can put your loose leaf tea inside of the little teapot, and then you soak that in your cup, and that makes it so the loose leaf tea doesn't like just like gallivant around your water, and you just soak it in your cup like so, and then you take it out and you sip your tea. So yeah, those are my thrift store finds. I am absolutely in love with all of them. Anyway, I'm super hungry for breakfast, and so I'm gonna finish this video and go buy groceries since I just got back last night. I have nothing. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!